Go.
This is King Noah, and I'm rocking out with Media Leaks. Go support. It's an awesome movement, and you got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another wonderful rendition of Media Leaks Mic'd Up. And I'm here live with let the fans know who you are, man.
King Noah. Call me Noah. People call me No. Man,
Okay.
born and raised, pure product of Chicago, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Barber, entrepreneur, manager, man, bro, you got a jack of all trades,
Try to do it all.
fashion design, fashion, clothing.
Brand designer for my man, Be Free. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking some of the gear now. You know what I'm saying? I've been a brand ambassador for him for about a little under a year.
Okay.
As you can see, entrepreneur, we in my shop. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do big things with the barbershop. Trying to get acclimated, you know what I'm saying, under entrepreneurship. I study still love. I got a big thrive for music. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? That's always a hobby of mine too, music. I mean, I pretty much do it all, man. If it can make $1, I can do it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
The name of your shop is Custom Cuts. Enlighten the fans a little bit. How did you establish this from the ground up, big bro?
Well, I got a friend of mine, a partner who came in with me who owns the building, and just felt like it was something I had to do for the community. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I wanted to get back to where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? This Motown, back of the yards, whatever you want to call it. And I just felt like it was something needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. To give back to my community, because I just felt like when it comes to your appearance, if you look good, you feel good.
That's
You know
dope.
what I'm saying? So
That's really,
I felt like if the guys could have a place where they could come and groom themselves, keep themselves up, get a line and get the dreads done, whatever, etc., that, you know what I mean, that might invigorate something. So that's really pretty much was my whole thing with that. And then, of course, the money aspect. Okay. You know what I mean? You want to make money doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That was pretty much the essence of that. You know what I'm saying?
You grew up. This is your childhood neighborhood. You grew up around here.
Yeah. I'm from Motown. I grew up, born and raised here, right here on this block, 5124 South Laughlin.
So how does it make you feel to, I'm gonna say, establish your dream business in a community where you grew up and you have footsteps, like
Man, that was the overwhelming part of me doing what I was doing. It was like, this is my third one, by the way. I've done this like 2 or 3 times prior to.
God is good.
Yeah, but definitely. And I just felt like the opportunity to get it going again in my neighborhood was more rewarding than anything because,
Facts.
You know what I mean? I could see a little kid coming up the street. Come on in, little brother, get your hair cut. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Making people feel good again. We got to get back to that, man. So this was kind of like a stepping stone for me to get that feeling back going in my neighborhood. A lot of these guys can't go in a lot of different places.
This is true.
As a young guy, say ops. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have the ability to go in different spots, get haircuts and get grooms because they into it.
You got to look over your shoulder.
Yeah, you got to look over your shoulder. But I felt like for the little brothers in my neighborhood, look, here's an opportunity for us to come in. We could be safe, get a haircut, we could vibe, build. And just do what we doing now, talk shit in the shop talk. The barber shops and beauty shops are they're like meccas for, for black people to conversate.
Conversation, debating.
Yeah, debating, sports. I mean, we talk about it all in here, man. You know how
Yeah.
barber shops go, but, I'm proud of myself and what I've done for the community, what I'm trying to do for the community and uplift my brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it's all about.
Along with the barbershop, along with maintaining your own business, this isn't the first time we've networked. I've seen you amongst some heavy hitters in the Chicago music industry, yo. Start off with EMC Scotty, salute.
Yeah, that's my girl. She,
Yes, sir.
And Scotty too, still, things just happen in life for a reason. You know what I mean? You meet people, you build with them. You know what I'm saying? You create energy or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever I could do for Scotty, I tried to do, I should say, to kind of like uplift her and get up going. But you know what I mean? people part ways, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we still good friends.
Okay.
No bad blood. For the record, anybody that I've ever dealt with, ain't no bad
facts.
blood. You know what I'm saying? It was just all a building process to try to create something. You know what I'm saying? To create some type of wave. If the wave came, then that's what it would have been. But the wave didn't come, so, you know, I'm cool with it. But yeah, I mean, I got a lot of love for the Chicago artists. You know, Scotty, Spins. You know, I was working with Spins real tough. That's my little brother. You know what I mean? Actually, Spins, it was more like not on a management type thing. Spins was more of like a business partner.
Okay.
Because that brother, he's got a good business mind. So.
Did you just being an older figure, knowing the gems that you know,
right?
Did you give them some advice for going forward, or
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, definitely, all the time. You know, I just my whole thing is to try to motivate. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I was big on, trying to be of an influence in a lot of these artists' lives that, you know, I'm just giving them some game, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of them pretty much got all the tools that they needed anyway. But, you know, just having an older figure, I would say a big brother in their lives to kind of influence the situation and give them some pointers on where they make. Because, you know, a lot of times with these artists, they have people in their camps that ain't going to tell them the truth.
That's big facts.
You know what I'm saying? They got yes mans, people that just gonna just like agree with them and everything. So, you know, I was always the person that was like, hey, yo, you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, yo, we should do this. You know what I'm saying? So my role was pretty much with a lot of these artists was more of like a creative advisor. I would say I was more of a creative advisor.
I Am Unique.
Oh, yeah. That's an artist right now that I'm currently managing. I'm a manager. I Am Unique. You can follow on Instagram at I Am Unique.
What can we look forward with some of these artists, man? Like,
well, Unique. I mean, we trying to go all the way with it. You know what I mean? She's based out of Dallas, Texas.
Okay, salute.
You know what I'm saying?
Unique, yo.
So
salute Dallas.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, trying to get it going with her. You know, we kind of like met each other, you know, on social media. You know what I mean? We were always like following each other for like a couple of years now, just vibing, DMing each other, talking or whatever. And one thing just led to another. I started posing questions like, you know, you seem stagnated, sister. What's going on? Because she, you know, I've been following her for so long and she's been really putting in the work.
Asking the right questions.
Right. So I'm like, what's going on with your team? And that just led to a conversation that kind of like, you know, put us in a position where we were just like teaming up to make it do what it do now.
Okay. Unfortunately, the last few months have been really tough on the city. Losing FBG Duck. Rest in peace. All respect. Condolences to his family, losing King Von a couple days ago. Rest in peace. Condolences to his family. I know this is a tough time for everybody. What advice would you give up and coming youth that want to be rappers, artists, and what would you say is the key to surviving and longevity?
Man, I would have to say that as a man or even as a person, I just think that, you know, the youth, we got to start making better decisions. Your decisions determine your destiny in life.
This is facts.
One bad decision you make could mess up your life for the rest of your life. So I think that a lot of these artists and a lot of these young people out here, they need to start making better decisions in terms of their thinking capacity. Okay. You know what I mean? Don't become a person that has limited thinking ability. You have to be able to think outside this box. I mean, of course, we already got a strike against us with black. That's one strike. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just the fact that, you know, you're not using the brains that God gave you to make the good decisions for you and your family. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be a prominent figure in life, but I'm going to put myself in a poor situation in terms of, you know, when you get to a certain social point and social status in life, you know what I mean? I can't be everywhere where I used to be. I can't do all the things that I used to do. I can't pop out at all the events that I used to pop out at because I'm a figure now. You know what I mean? So I have to make the best decisions in terms of my figure, my status, my family, my children, etc. Like, you know, it's just like, to me, it just seems like a lot of these brothers ain't thinking, man. They're not making the best decision. And, you know what I mean, where's your support group at? Where's the, you know what I mean, where's your team? You know what I mean? Where's the people that's going to intervene when they see an altercation arriving and saying, yo, let me get you out the fuck out the way?
That's right.
Because you mean something
mean
pivotal to what
valuable.
we got going. You're a value to what we got going on.
Just too valuable. Too valuable.
You can't make decisions like that. Sometimes circumstances will evolve in life that we have to react right then and there. But, you know, like I say, the best case scenario is just make the best decisions that you can possibly in your life, man. Because if you're making good decisions, you'll go far in life. If you're a poor decision maker, man, you're going to have some problems, bro. You're going to have some problems.
It's real. Where can the fans find you on social media? Real quick, let's lock in.
_Noah. I don't have a Facebook. I'm not really big on social media. I mean, I'm not really big of an internet guy, but you know, I stay in tune with the internet. I mean, with social media due to me managing somebody right now. So yeah, you can find me at @KingMe_Noah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm shop 1507 West 51st Street. Custom cuts. You want to get your hair done? I got a dread over here for the dreadlocks. I got a stylist right here. I got some 4 dope barbers. You know what I mean? So if you're in the area, the Chicagoland area, support. You know what I mean? It'll be a blessing. You know, I like to try to support anybody in the city that know me. I support everybody. Whether you're doing clothing, barbershop, music. You know what I mean? I'm just pro Chicago, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I love my city. I love what we have to offer to the world. We the hub of America. Everything come through here. This is a gangster city. You know, we go places and take over shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I was in the federal
penitentiary,
man, with a lot of cats, and you know,
you overcame that.
Yeah, I overcame doing Fed time. But you know, the thing was the beautiful in that situation was like, you know, when you being around people from different walks of life, you kind of can give a estimation, assessment of who you are. And you know, just seeing how these Chicago cats was falling through there, man, like we were the most respected, feared. We had the most game.
Wow.
You know, we definitely got a lot of game coming out this city. You ain't got no game, and you trying to survive in this city. Shit, you can't make it here. You can't make it nowhere in America.
For sure.
You can make it in this motherfucker, in this city here, bro. I can assure you, you can make it anywhere in life, bro. Like, and I'm not just
I heard it here first.
my own city horn. I'm talking from experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man that's in my 40s, so like, you feel me? I've been around the block a time or two. I've seen it all from the '90s to right now. That's kind of, I think, what gives me the advantage.
Yeah, it's an edge.
Because I'm a '90s nigga. I was in the '90s when it was good and Clinton was president and the drugs was floating through and you could pop out in the club and everybody like 4-5 cats, which you got $1,000 or better in their pocket. Mm-hmm. But you know, now it's the reverse of that. It's like you go to the club, it's one cat, he got all the money, he dispersing all the bread. Everybody toting up under him. You know what I mean? It just, so much has changed in the world, in the city now. But it gives me an advantage because I'm from my era and I'm living in you guys' era, which is the current era.
That's the both.
Yeah, so it's like, it helps me out a lot, bro.
I want to visit this year as a whole in its entirety. It's just about over. We just wrapped up the election and everything. The coronavirus, your business as a whole, finding out how exactly bad it was going to get, and the follow through to push through to the other side. You guys have clearly survived and bounced back in a way that maybe a lot of small businesses and other places probably couldn't.
Right.
What was instrumental in you in just the push and not going under, knowing, you know, I'm going to survive this at all costs? Like, what did it teach you?
Patience. I would definitely say patience is a virtue, and patience shows bad character. I'm constantly reiterating that all the time to my family and friends because, you know, patience is a key element in life. So it definitely taught me patience and to be more humble and to show you that nothing is promised in this lifetime, man.
That's facts.
Things could change in the drop of a dime. The pandemic took the world by storm like nothing else. So it definitely gave me an opportunity to tap into myself and to be grateful for all the blessings that the Father Allah has given me, in life. So in terms of surviving the pandemic, yeah, I mean, it was a struggle for me, but I just stayed prayed up, which I encourage everybody to stay prayed up, because that was like the instrumental key that kept me balanced in terms of dealing with this pandemic. I knew God was going to provide for me. I knew that He was going to get me back going, and then knowing the drive that I have as a businessman, an entrepreneur, I'm just like, it's nothing. I'm going to bounce back. Once they open them doors up and they can get us back into whatever stage that we need to get to as a society, I can get back going and, and get acclimated and, just kind of get things back going. And, God is good. Everything's been going pretty good. So,
And you held on to that.
Yeah, man, because patience. I'll give you an analogy, man. There are like 7,430,something species of life. I mean, the numbers may be a little bit wrong, but I might be adjusted a little bit too far-fetched. But I know there's over like 7 million species of life. And I'll ask you, what's the significance in a tree, you would think? What's the best attribute that a tree has? If you could just look at a tree and say, it has patience.
It has patience.
It just has patience. It falls and grows, falls and grows, falls and grows. So me knowing that a tree has patience and it just falls and grows, and everybody that's in this physical world has the human body. The Father's blessed us to be a part of the human species. We're the highest form of life. There's nothing in this world higher than the human species, brother. So if a tree is a lower form of species than us, then I know I can exemplify more patience than a tree. And God has granted me the human body. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's deep, bro. That's deep, bro.
How can you not exemplify patience, and God has given you the greatest form of life, and that's the human species, the human body.
Okay. We just knocked out the 2020 elections.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you, as a leader in the community, businessman, entrepreneur, how important this election showed us a lot of things. And one of the biggest things is the fact that character is important. Character matters.
Definitely.
Character matters.
Definitely.
How big has this been? Like, how big is this to you, character? Like,
Man, yeah.
being a good person.
I mean, political-wise, I'm not more of a political person, but I understand the way that politics rule the world, you know what I'm saying, the powers to be. But yeah, man, I mean, this was the most interesting that I've ever seen in my lifetime. I mean, of course, when Barack came president, that was something profound for us as a people, to have him to be so astonished and to be such of an intelligent person that he is. But I just think, between the candidates that, Trump was more of a great businessman / con artist to me. He comes off to me kind of like a con artist, but he's more of a business type minded individual. When it comes to Joe Biden and his party, I just think that was something that the people were more relishing the fact that we have somebody that's going to be in office that's got 40 plus years in politics and government, and that he can make the right decision. So It's just like, I'll give you another analogy. If you have a heart surgery, and they ask you, would you rather have this doctor that performed 600 open heart surgeries successfully versus this guy that has all the accolades from Yale and Harvard and this and that? You're going to go with the guy that's got more experience.
Every time.
So, that was kind of like a easy thing, an easy pill for everybody to swallow when it came to, the country was divided, I'm quite sure, because you got a lot of Trump supporters. But me, personally, I'm not really into either one of them. I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I just felt like the wealth of the people have been stolen for so many years that I don't even think we can get our wealth back, man. You know what I'm saying? They've robbed us for so much, from slavery all the way up to this point. Like, what voice do we really have? I mean, you could put it like that. Yeah, you could put a black man in the office, but is anything really going to change? Is legislation going to really get passed through that black man? You know what I mean? There's so much hang-ups into politics, so I just rely heavily on Allah, man, the Creator. I just feel like, He's in charge of all affairs. He can make things happen. This is His world. This is His creation. So I just put my trust in Him. You know what I'm saying? And I just let Him guide me. even though I know this is their world in the physical world, but I just let him guide me, man. So I try not to get too caught up into the politics of what's going on. I mean, the real question people need to answer is like they need to get out to their local communities, the aldermen, the community activists, put these people into play. They can do things for your community. It has to start at a smaller level. You know, when you get up there, you know what I mean? Like your aldermen, the people that can do things in your community, you know, and support black-owned businesses. You know, we give so much of our money to these Arabs, you know, the Koreans with the nail shops, you know, and not to say to sound racist, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just calling a spade a spade. We give so much to outside of our people that when are we going to start thinking about ourselves again?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
This literally leads me into my next question. George Floyd, Walter Wallace, Jacob Blake, all of these incidents around the country, if you will.
Right.
What impression have they left on you as a black man?
Man, they were like martyrs, man. In a sense, modern day martyrs. Like, it's unfortunate, man. Rest in peace to all those fallen soldiers, Floyd and Breonna Taylor.
Black Lives Matter.
Black lives do matter.
Like,
Black lives do matter. I mean, I love my people as a whole. I mean, gosh, man, you know, just to see that, how that brother went out like that, and to go through some of the things that he endured during that time. You know, a cop. I mean, the police are supposed to serve and protect, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know, just think about that. The police are here to serve and protect. So when you lose your life to an officer for negligence or whatever the case may be, it's just not cool, man. They blowing these brothers down out here in these streets blatantly, man. It's got to stop. I hope to God that, you know, Biden and his party can change some of that. I hope the world can kind of like and be some type of influence in that situation, man. But you know, man, I follow hip hop all the way back to the 80s, man. You know, them brothers in LA, NWA, they've been saying fuck the police.
That's right,
you know what I'm saying? They've been screaming fuck the police because it ain't just started. It's prevalent now.
So would you say there is a disconnect between, not all police are bad.
No.
But would you say as a entity in a whole, is there a disconnect between the police and just how they uphold the community?
Yeah, I think, you know, going back to my initial statement, they have to make better decisions in terms of what they're doing and their policies and things like that. I mean, it should be a different protocol to handle in certain situations. You know, people that are, what do they call those guys, those brothers and sisters that have mental conditions? You know, I think it should be certain protocols for different type of situations.
Training.
Yeah, different training. Like, if a guy's, if he's looking to seem like he's a little bit disorientated in his thinking, and he has a gun or maybe a weapon on him, and he's just prancing and hollering, and I mean, maybe you could give him a shot to the leg to break him down. Maybe you could give him an arm shot or something to break him down. Then you can restrain him.
Exactly.
And, you know, kind of gather the situation. I mean, you just walk right up, boom, 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 boom. You just, man, you open up on it. It's like, man, how could you, as a people,
You got to go to sleep that night.
exactly, how as a people, as a human species, and all these people in this world claim that they love God, even the police department. I'm not quite sure there's a lot of believers in the police department. How could you go to sleep at night saying that you're a love of God and you just committed an act like that of violence? You can't trip anything of violence to the Creator. He's non-violent. So how can you attribute anything of violence to the Creator?
That's facts.
That don't make sense to me. That's a contradiction in a person. So I think these individuals that put on these badges that's supposed to serve us, they need to do a gut check, man, and cut that shit out, because it ain't cool what y'all doing. Y'all killing black folks, man, and it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool at all. I'm not in agreement with it. I don't think God is in agreement with it. I know that the community's tired of it. You tired of it. We all are tired of it, man. You know what I mean? It's like you come into contact with a cop, you apprehensive now. You sticking your hands out the window because you don't know what the situation may unfold to. That's not a way to live, brother. That's not a way to live and to kind of like raise our children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our children have to be fearful of the police when they're here supposed to be to serve and protect. Not a good look. So, I don't know what to say. I'm not a problem solver in that regards, but I'll keep them in my prayers, and hopefully that God can kind of like, you know, change the situation and they can start living in truth about what they're doing and just get away from a lot of that hatred. Because it seems like it's more hatred, don't it?
It's a lot, man.
It just seems like they just look at us, man, and they just despise. And don't get me wrong, I know my people fucked up.
I mean, it's both sides.
Yeah, I mean,
it's on both ends.
Yeah, I mean, like we do a lot of,
it's accountability.
we do a lot of things that are kind of out of pocket, you could say, but yet and still, we need to police that shit up, man. We need to get that together because it's not gonna, man. We're on the verge of having a civil war. If they keep this up, we are in a verge of having a civil war within this country, man. The people are gonna ride, man.
Yep.
And to all the motherfuckers that scared of revolution, get to the back of the bus, because it might well just happen, bro.
I believe so.
And one thing I do know for sure, brothers got guns out here, man. Brothers got guns out here, and they know it.
Yeah,
so
be ready, yo.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to think about. It's scary, though. It really is. It's scary, though.
Mr. Noah, I really, really want to thank you for all your time and blessing us on the platform with your gems, bro. Like this has been an amazing experience, yo. And
I fuck with y'all. Y'all got a lot going on good. You, Raw Ruler, your man. I appreciate y'all coming out to build with me, you know what I mean, to help my movement and to try to uplift the things that I got going on. Because, I'm just trying to spread love, man.
That's what it's about, yo.
I'm trying to spread love. I'm trying to uplift. I'm trying to motivate. I ain't into nothing but that. Anything outside of that, the vibe ain't right, I'm spinning off.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it definitely was a pleasure for me. I appreciate y'all. Your generosity is impeccable. Keep striving forward. Media Leaks, y'all support them up and coming. You heard?
Can't wait to have you back, man.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to tap in soon. I appreciate y'all.
No doubt.